Hello everyone, good morning. Hope you are doing well. In this video, I'm going to assess one of my students' OET role-play conversation that is recorded, and I'm going to provide the word-by-word feedback along with the feedback against each criteria, and finally the overall score for this role-play. I have a humble request to everyone to request their trainers to provide the word-by-word feedback along with the feedback against each criteria, and finally the overall score for your role play conversation or letter. It is your privilege, it is your right. So I care everyone who are going to appear in the OET examination, and I wish everyone to achieve their desired scores in one attempt itself that can save their time, efforts, and money. This is the role play card for which I'm going to assess the conversation. So the setting, so this is the setting. It is a suburban clinic, and this role play is for the nurse. So this 30-year-old parent is concerned about his or her child's forearm, which appears broken. The parent wants to know about the treatment and if the fracture will affect future growth. So the task for the nurse is find out how it happened. Examination shows that the child has suffered a green stick fracture, which will require a plaster cast and sling. Explain future growth should not be impaired, approx 6 weeks to heal, all normal activities okay within limitations of wearing plaster. So this is the role play which contains this setting in suburban clinic, and then the nurse is going to talk to a 30-year-old parent who is concerned about his or her child's forearm, okay, which appears to be broken. All right, let's jump onto the role play now. I'm going to close this image and I'm going to jump onto the role play now. Let's start the role play conversation now.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Sanju. I'm one of the registered nurses working in the suburban clinic.
Okay.
How can I address you?
I'm Richard. You can call me Mr. Richard.
Hi, Mr. Richard. Can you tell me your daughter's name and age?
She's Melissa and she's 4 years old.
Perfect. Anju was able to introduce her very well, and she was able to greet the patient as well appropriately. So your introduction is great. I'm very happy with this, Anju. Let's continue now.
Okay, Richard, what happened to Melissa?
I was working in my office, so from Melissa's kindergarten, they called me and told that she fallen from an equipment while she is playing, and I rushed to there and I found that her forearm is swollen, and I'm concerned whether it is a fracture or not.
Okay, Richard, I'm so sorry to hear that. I can understand how you must be feeling. Don't worry, I will examine her hand and we will provide her appropriate treatment. Don't worry. Okay, may I examine her hand?
Sure, nurse.
Perfect. So the way you are explaining is amazing. So your explanation is great. You have asked for the permission to proceed with the examination. Really good. You have been doing a wonderful job, Anju, in this role play, and your grammar is absolutely fantastic so far. Let's continue now.
Okay, I examined her hand and her hand, it looks like a green stick fracture.
I examined her hand. Her hand, it looks like. Okay, so what you have to do is to say this. I examined her hand, and then you say it looks like. That's it. You don't need to give false starts. False starts are one of the worst things anyone can commit in their speaking conversations, whether it is IELTS, RP, or PT, or OET. It's going to affect their score a lot. So it's better to avoid false starts In the worst case, you can reduce it as much as possible. If you can't avoid fully, it's okay. You can commit maybe twice or thrice, not more than that. Okay, not too frequently, please. Let's continue now.
Do you have any idea about that?
No, nurse. What is this green stitch fracture?
Green stick fracture means her hand is just broken on the one side like a green stick, and the other end is normal.
Okay.
Okay, did you understand that?
Nurse, is this a serious condition?
No, Richard, don't worry. I know as a parent of a small child, this is a difficult situation for you to deal with. But don't worry, she will require a plaster cast and a sling, and with that, her bone will be healing completely. Are you?
Okay, and with that, she will, and then you said, and she will, and then you said it will, and so on. So this is wrong. Good. This is not good. All right. So you have committed false starts. False starts need to be avoided. Please avoid this false starts. Okay. And then you have said completely, instead of pronouncing this completely, you have said completely. All right. That's not good. So you mispronounced as completely. Okay. This is not good at all. Okay. Let's continue now.
Understanding that?
Yes, nurse, but is this only necessary for her? Is this going to affect her future?
No, Richard, I can understand your concern, but she is only 4 years old and she is in her growing age, so her future growth will not be impaired. Don't worry, once the bone is healed completely.
Okay, it's not again. This one is mispronounced as impaired, but that's not impaired, but impaired. All right. Again, you have said completely. This is mispronounced as completely. Okay. So that's not good. Please pronounce the phrases like, ta, pa clearly. All right. So there should be a difference, between ba and pa. So completely, it's not completely. That's wrong. Impaired, it's not impaired. Okay. So please be mindful about these kinds of inappropriate pronunciations, and then try to, give more stress in those p, pa. Okay. Let's continue now.
Then she will be her growth will be normal like
She will be, her growth will be normal. Okay. She will be, her growth will be normal. You have been committing false starts. So false starts are not good. They are not good. They can damage your score like anything. So when you say she will be, so you say she will be growing normally. That's it, finished. So don't say her growth will be normal after that. Please try to avoid this. Once you start a sentence, try to finish it using one word additionally or two words. She'll be growing normally. That's it, finished. Then you explain that. Okay, so you can say her growth will be normal because of blah blah blah. So that could be in the next sentence. We don't need to start a sentence and abruptly finish it without completing it. That's not good, right? Okay, let's continue now.
before. Don't worry about that. Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
nurse, but nurse, I think she is experiencing severe pain and she never had such kind of an accident like this before. So, could you please review her condition and give her some pain medication?
Definitely, don't worry, Richard. I know that it's very difficult for you, but I will provide her painkiller.
I will provide her painkiller. All right. So here provide her is okay. So again, false starts was committed. That's not good. Sorry. Let's continue now.
Painkillers, and she will be all right with that painkillers. As I said, we will put her hand in a plaster cast, which will immobilize her hand, and will We will immobilize her hand with a.
So you said we will immobilize her. All right. So remember this again, you have committed false starts. One of the problems with your speaking is that you have been committing a lot of background noises. So for example, after every phrase you are adding this. So you are adding this background noise after every phrase, which is not good, isn't it? I would strongly recommend you not to do that. For example, you said she will and then come grow. So that those kinds of background noises can be avoided. So you need to assume that you are a native speaker whose communication skills are really good enough. That's how you need to feel. Okay, you don't need to be what you can say. Think about the inferiority complex. Don't assume that you are a non-English speaker and then your skills are going to be assessed by the examiner or so. Don't do that. If you are panicked about the assessment of your speaking skills, they are going to further damage your communication skills, and you will be able to end up in the score that is not worth what you have. I mean, if you are able to score at least C+ grade with more panic and fear in the examination hall, you should be able to get less than that, and that's not good, isn't it? You deserve B grade, but if you get only 330 or 320, that's not going to be fair enough, isn't it? So try to assume that you are already a good speaker in English and you can speak very well without any grammatical mistakes. That's how we need to assume. Assumption in the positive note is going to boost more and more confidence levels, and you will not be able to be stopped by anyone else. Okay, you will be unstoppable as far as the speaking in OET subtest is concerned. All right, please keep this in mind. Thank you. Let's continue now.
Link so that it will limit the movement of the hand and it will enhance the bone healing. Are you able to follow me?
Yes, nurse, but what are you going to do with the pain? She's crying.
Yes, Richard, I can really get your concern, but we will provide her painkillers. She will be all right with that, and if she cannot tolerate the pain with painkillers, you can come back to the clinic. Is that okay for you?
All right.
Perfect. See, while you are able to explain everything, while your explanations are great, background noises such as can damage your score under pronunciation. Remember that we need to pronounce the phrases properly without any background noises and false starts. So do not give false starts like those kinds of exaggerations, those kinds of expansions for each word are not required. Okay, please understand this and try to speak fully. It's okay. You start a sentence and finish it, just like a train, that starts from its source and reaches its destination. Just start. That's it, finished. Okay, let's continue now.
Okay, Richard, now I will explain you a few things for the better healing.
All right.
Keep her plaster clean and neat always.
It is always recommended to use more and more connecting phrases. So use more connecting phrases, please. It's gonna help a lot. Okay, right, let's go to the next one.
Please cover it with a plastic when she takes shower. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Moreover, provide her protein rich diet to enhance the bone healing.
Okay, he said to enhance the bone, and then there is a 2-second silence unnecessarily, and then you said bone again healing. All right, so that's not good, right? So it has got both false starts as well as background noises. Okay, that's not good. It's highly recommended not to commit any background noises and false starts, please. Okay, let's continue now.
Okay.
Okay, nurse.
Okay. In addition to that, limit her activities. She can do all the normal activities, but just limit activities of her right hand so that it will not be more painful for her. Is that okay for you?
Okay, nurse.
Okay, so it will not be more painful for her. These kinds of background noises are not good, right? So when you say these kinds of phrases, they are not going to help you much. So please avoid false starts and background noises. Thank you. Let's continue now.
Okay. Did you understand my points?
Yes, nurse, I'm clear, but only thing is I'm worried about her recovery. So how long is gonna take?
It will take approximately 6 weeks to heal. If you follow all these explanations, then it will be completely healed within 6.
Okay, one is if you follow all these explanations, that's wrong. That's wrong. You should say if you follow all these instructions. Okay. And the other thing is you again said completely. Instead of saying completely, you have mispronounced it as completely, and that's not good, isn't it? Mispronounced as completely. That's not good. I'm not happy with that. So please pronounce the words properly. The words that have up and then it need to be pronounced properly. Completely. Okay. Please pronounce them again and again, at least 20 times, in order to improve your pronunciation. Okay, so I understand that some words may be hard to pronounce, but we can definitely improve. There must be always a way to improve your communication skills, whether it is pronunciation, grammar, vocabulary, connectivity, and so on. Let's continue now.
6 weeks. Don't worry about that.
All right, nurse.
Okay. Am I clear to you?
Yes.
Okay. I wish her a speedy recovery.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Richard.
All right, your time management is absolutely fine. I'm happy with the way that you have been doing it. You were able to politely share the information with the patient. You have asked the information in an appropriate manner as well. I'm happy with that. So all these things are good enough. Grammar could have been improved a lot. Pronunciation is another area of improvement. False starts and background noises could have been improved, could have been reduced, sorry. Okay, that's another thing. All right, your clinical communication skills are good enough. Clinical communication skills is good enough. All right, but you have to work out on all the other areas like pronunciation, false starts, background noises, grammar, connectivity, and so on. Connectivity could have been a bit better anyway. All right, expected score. Let me go through the role play card once again, and then I should be able to give you the score for this one. Yep. So you have done that. You are able to completely, you are able to complete all the bullet points, and I'm pretty confident in that because I can see from the audio file. And the problem with your role play is that you were continuously committing the issues in relation to false starts and background noises. These are the issues. as far as your speaking is concerned. These are the primary issues you need to overcome. However, grammar could have been a bit better as well. The pronunciation is another issue. You are not able to pronounce some of the words properly. And unfortunately, you have been using those words. See, one great way to improve your pronunciation is to avoid the phrases that you are unable to pronounce properly. For example, if you feel you can't pronounce completely, you can use alternate words. For example, fully, okay, absolutely. All right, so use those kinds of phrases. So this is one of the ways to hide your mistakes, from the examiner. All right, so this will obviously increase your score under the pronunciation. Okay, so you should be able to get a better score under pronunciation. Okay, and the second way is to work out on the inappropriate pronunciation, and then you should be able to keep on working on that, keep on improving your score. It will give you a better impression on the pronunciation of a particular phrase. All right, I hope you understand these things. Remember that anyone can achieve their desired scores. It is not the hard one. Okay, it's all about improving our skills from one role play to another. As you are able to show the communication skills, I would be very happy. If you can show some kind of improvement, I would be very happy to assess your role plays and letters, and that's what I need. All right, remember that English is just a language. It's not going to measure anyone's knowledge. All right, anyone can speak fluent English as far as they're able to understand their problem areas and try to rectify them moving forward. According to me, this role play isn't eligible for a B grade, unfortunately. I would be able to give something close to that. I'm happy to give 330 out of 500 for this role play. You were able to perform well all the other areas. However, the areas of improvement are pronunciation, grammar, false starts and background noises, and to some extent connectivity. I hope you are able to find out this video helpful. If you find this video helpful, you can like it and share it with your friends and family members. You can also write down the comments regarding the quality of my assessment, and I'm happy to address your concerns. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.